Venerable Chief Chair, venerable members of the Mahasangha, friends and children in the Dhamma. Now this is the finale, this is the final moment of the kind of a series of wholesome, meritorious activities that you perform for 3 months. You concluded that series of wholesome deeds with the offering of a robe. That robe is called the Katina Chivara. I think you are well aware of this and no need to clarify or explain it further. Yeah. But if we look at this way, the community of the Sangha, Buddha's disciples, twofold, conventional Sangha and the noble Sangha. Conventional Sangha are the monastics in the robes, male and female, bhikkhu and bhikkhunis. This community of Sangha mainly in the pursuit of spiritual success, spiritual progress. The laity, the male and female householders, are the source of dependence for the conventional Sangha, the Sammutta Sangha. Now, Buddha taught us around or about 3 types of spiritual progress for the laity. The 3 steps are the dana, sharing, generosity, charity, sila, meditate, the morality, and bhavana, meditation. Dana, sila, bhavana, generosity, morality, and meditation. Anybody who aspires to cultivate, to develop in spirituality, must progress gradually from the levels of sharing to the meditation. But we can see today there are people who stops at sharing. They know how to do dana, but they don't do meditation. Now they are stuck there. And also we can see people, they just jump into meditation and they forget about sharing and morality. In the Buddha's eyes, these 2 groups never be successful because they forgot the other side of their spiritual development. So the sharing is the beginning point of our spiritual journey. Sharing, it's a beautiful thing. Sharing beautifies you. You become beautiful with your sharing. Now today you can witness many sorts of sharing. Material as well as immaterial. What is the immaterial sharing? Giving service, helping. As Bhante Nanda very clearly mentioned that throughout this time, most of you, whenever you get the opportunity, come to the temple and check whether you can be a kind of a service to the temple. Giving service, whether it is your time, money, energy, becoming a voluntary worker, in all sorts of manner, you can share with the temple. And also material sharing. All these material offerings that you have placed under the money tree, yeah. We don't call it a money tree, we call it kalparuksha. We can say it is the wish tree, the wish of the temple. Mind you, none of these you are sharing are for personal or individual usage. It is for the common usage. Whoever monks come here, for them to use. Whoever laity come here for meditation, for dana, to practice in the Dhamma, for them to use. It is for the common. It is for the community that you are offering. And you do this offering with the Katina robe. So whoever does an offering with the Katina robe, the Buddhist tradition says you gain the same merit as somebody is offering the Katina robe. It is just the same merit. That's why traditionally our Buddhists do this kind of offering during the Katina robe ceremony, because though they cannot offer a Katina robe, they can join with it. They can participate with this Katina robe with a small gift, placing under this wish tree and sharing that merit, participating with that merit. So the sharing is the beginning of our spiritual journey. This sharing leads us to let go. This is something very important for us, especially when we are getting older and older, getting closer and closer to our departure from this physical body. What happened? What would happen if we cannot let go mentally? What would happen if we cannot let go what we have psychologically? You will come back. You will come back as what? As a spirit, as a ghost. And you have destroyed the whole process of the samsaric journey because of a small attachment. So the sharing leads you or helps you to practice this letting go, being detached. This is something so important for us because all our suffering is based on the attachment, based on our greed, based on our inability to let go. And the spiritual practice is training us step by step, gradually, to train our mind to let go. This material offering, this sharing of your time, energy, and the materials with the community of Sangha and with other participants helps you to be detached, to let go, to give up gradually, little by little. And this will support us. One day, when a Buddha calls us, when a Buddha arises in this world, he will call us, come and see this Dhamma. Ehi passiko, come and experience this Dhamma. And at that time, if we cannot let go our material household life and the material valuable things for us, then we will miss that chance. Yeah? So letting go or the sharing is the beginning of our spiritual journey. Then comes the morality, then comes the meditation. The most dangerous thing is not the death for us. The most dangerous thing is to die poor. What is dying poor? It is not about material side. It is about the spiritually dying poor. Yeah? We are a duality. We have a physical body. Within the physical body, there is the spiritual body. We are all worrying about material richness. I don't have this, I don't have that. These are all our worries. Always worrying about to gain things, to have things. But we are rarely worried about within you, the spiritual body. Are you enriching this spiritual body? Enriching the spiritual body is not about flying in the sky or walking on water or any other miracles. Becoming rich spiritually means, are you now more patient than last year? Are you being more compassionate than before? Are you more generous than before? Are you now more sympathetic than before? More patient than before? Or worse than before? Are you degrading or upgrading your spiritually? You can check it yourself, reflect yourself and check whether I am progressing spiritually or degrading myself. All these activities help you to upgrade yourself spiritually. This upgrade will help you one day to die rich, one day to die happily. I have nothing to worry. I have done my duty to enrich myself spiritually. This temple, meditation center in Long Island, is the nucleus for you to enrich your spirituality. And Venerable Bhante Nanda is the magnet to attract you, to get you here, and to persuade you to carry on your spiritual journey. This is a kind of a thanksgiving. If you apply this Christianity into Buddhism, this is a thanksgiving of the temple. For a year, Bhante Nanda compassionately, with so much of love and compassion, helped you, assist you, persuade you to develop spiritually. Now you are thanking with the offering of a robe. This is your assistance for him to develop spiritually. This is something very important. There are many stories in Buddhism, people who had the affinity to become enlightened, to become an arahant, yet they did not have the affinity to become monks, become monastics. Why? Simple. They have not supported somebody in their past lives to continue their spirituality. Since they have not supported, assisted someone to continue his spiritual journey, when they need that affinity, when they need that assistance, they cannot find it. We all know that whatever we get today is whatever we gave in our past lives. If you haven't given them, you don't get it. No matter how jealous you are about others, how envious about others gaining, you don't get those things because you haven't given them before. Whatever you get today is what you deserve. You don't get what you don't deserve. Yeah? This is the nature of the samsaric journey. So one day, at the pinnacle of your spiritual journey, when you are about to be enlightened, you need that spiritual assistance. That assistance will be given you easily, freely, miraculously, because you have supported another person for his spiritual journey. Not only another person, you are not just supporting Bhante Nanda, you are supporting all the people who are coming here. Whoever in the future come for retreats, the monastics, the monks or nuns who come here to stay, to participate in the meritorious deeds, you are supporting all those monastics and the laity, whoever come for the spiritual assistance to this temple with these offerings. So just rejoice. More you rejoice about this, more you will be happy. Happiness is the deciding factor behind your energy of merit. More happy you are, more will be your merits. Less happy you are, less will be your merits. And more understanding you are about this, more will be your merits. Less understanding you are, it will be less. That is how our meritorious energy is decided. It is not just based on the activity, based on our own consciousness. What kind of consciousness we are maintaining here. That is why none of you get the same merits as others. Why? Not both or two persons don't maintain same mentality when they are performing these meritorious deeds. So generate the greatest merit, greatest happiness within you to generate the great merit out of this. It is up to you. Just think back, reflect. All the activities you performed during these 3 months. Participated one-day retreats, participated meditation sessions on Tuesday and Friday. And whenever you come to the temple, as Bhante Nanda clearly explained, that you check about, look around the temple, walk around and check what kind of assistance you need, the temple needs from you, and you fulfill them. And think about all these assistance you gave to this temple in the form of sharing according to your ability. And today, on the top of all those beautiful, meritorious thoughts, you offered a robe, the Katina robe, to the community of Sangha. Then the community of Sangha again offered that robe to Bhante Nanda, who observed the Vassa here. So during these mornings, by participating to all these offerings, sharings, with all these preparations, you cooked at home and brought here and offered to the community of Sangha that delicious food. Then you offered the greater part of that dana to the Lord Buddha. Then the rest of the dana to the community of Sangha. Then you offered the Katina robe to community of Sangha. All these merits generated within you, in your hearts. This great happiness within us be shared with all our departed ones, known, unknown, including most venerable Bhante Piyatissa, late Bhante Kurnagoda Piyatissa Nayaka Theru, and all the venerable members of the Sangha who passed away in the lineage of the Vihara, and all your departed ones, known, unknown, your ancestors, your forefathers, wherever they are, however they are, all these beloved relatives, if they are ever in existence, still waiting to be rejoiced with our merits, may they be rejoiced with these beautiful meritorious thoughts within us. May their present existences become blissful, happy and peaceful. If they are suffering, may these merits enable them to move on to a better existence, better life. May all our departed ones be rejoiced with these merits. With this, let's share these merits together with our departed ones.